Hey everyone, this is Dan, the GM, bringing you episode 116 of What the Dice. 116 episodes, and you know what? It's time for a random listener shout out. This comes to you from the world of the Twitterverse. Joshua, thank you for following us over on Twitter, and thank you for catching each and every show. That's it. That's all I got. No, of course not. We are closing in on many things here at the What the Dice Studios, and we've got all sorts of stuff we want to share with you. You can find out all of that and more if you join our Discord. You can find the link in the description over at What the Dice's Twitter, at What the Dice Pod, or over at the website, whatthedice.weebly.com. We've got all sorts of stuff going on, and we are hoping you'll join us. So, that's all I got. So, enjoy this week's episode of What the Dice. As we make our way up to the storyteller's campsite, the rain is coming down hard. We can hear thunder and lightning out in the distance. Keeping our cloak over our head, we reach the storyteller's door and we knock. The door slowly opens, and the storyteller greets us with a smile. Well, me friends, come in. No need to be standing out in the rain. Well, have a seat. I will get you some hot tea. He walks over to a kettle and starts to pour the hot liquid into a small cup. Well, it seems as if last we spoke, the adventurers were dealing with a strange creature, a rat, known as the Rat King. And they have unloaded several shots of Maximilian's wild shot. Let us return to the battle, shall we? He waves his hand over the book, and it flips open as he sits. Sit back, relax, and hear me tell. In the last episode, you guys had blown open the door to the Rat King's lair and decided now would be a good time to open up some wild shot on his ratty butt and start a fight with the Rat King. Where we left off, Defibulus had opened up some shots, Kalila had opened up some shots, and Faye decided she was going to teleport and get right into up close and personal combat with the King of Rats. We come back to combat with top of round, Defibulus. You cannot see the Rat King as he is behind a pillar, but you do see his ratty minions.
I'm almost expecting you to do like a 3-dog type thing there for a moment.
He is a little 3-doggish, isn't he?
He is.
It's because I've been practicing Eddie Sparks today.
Yeah, way too much.
So, okay, there's one rat there, I see. There's one there. Might be able to see that one. That's up to you.
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot this one, because he's closest.
Okay.
And he said some mean things.
Are you doing wild shot again? Or is this standard shot?
I'm checking to see how much wild shot I've left.
Okay, I suggest burning down the ads. I'll keep the Rat King busy. I'll start moving him around into y'all's line of sight.
That sounds good.
What do you guys think? Should I wild shot the one that is 40 feet away from us, or just regular shoot him?
Wild shot the big pack in case it's an AoE. I'll take care of the close one.
I'm going to fire wild shot at that guy.
Alright. It's pretty much one of the rat swarms in the middle of the other rat swarms.
Yep, got it.
Nat 20 on the rat.
Nice!
Okay. So, rat's taking double damage.
5 is for the wild shot. 93.
It's been my experience that things get wilder the closer to the bottom of the chart you get, because that's when they start running out of all good ideas.
Yeah, hence why I got a rain cloud on my head with 92.
Hey, Defibulus,
Yes.
your weapon grows in size, so it acts like you casted gravity bow on your firearm.
It increases your die. So if it was a D8, it's now a D10. If it was a D10, it's now a D12.
Damn.
Yeah,
How
it
does that
increases a
last?
whole die.
It lasts for 2 rounds.
Mine lasts longer.
That's pretty damn cool.
So your next 2 turns, right?
Yep.
Nice.
So regular damage on this one.
88 damage.
Because of that damage, I'm going to let splash damage happen, and you take out 2 of the dire rat groupings.
So 2 swarms?
Next up is dire rats. So we are going to rat go in there, ran out of movement, and that leaves me with enough movement to hit Hugin.
Thought he was on the ceiling.
Is he on the ceiling?
He is on the ceiling.
All right, then the rat just stops there and chitters angrily at Hugin.
Looking out for my rat friend there, or spider friend. I could be looking out for the rats. You never know.
And now it is Kalila and Hugin's turn.
Yes. So I'll start with Kalila in classic fashion, and since that one wonderful little ratty ran right back up close to us, I believe I do. I'm going to double check, have point blank, and fire at him.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
All right, cool. Give me your damage then. Or your hit, and then damage.
29.
That's a hit.
And since I didn't call the arrow, I'm just using a standard arrow.
That's fine. I figure you're going to do that with the regular rats anyway.
Yeah, or the ones that are literally, like, at my feet. So that would be 18 points of damage.
All right. So it is dead.
As promised, because I can attack and cast a spell.
Mhm.
Since Faye requested Thunderous Cloud.
For the swarms, yeah.
Yeah, aggressive thundercloud. Kalila's going to make a different spell selection instead of Thunderous Cloud this time and cast Burst of Nettles.
Ooh.
Okay, that's a new one.
Yeah, it's one of the new ones that I picked out, and this one is effective for me to use. But I have a question on, I don't think I can see the rats that I want to attack. The 2 swarms directly underneath the Rat King.
Yes, you cannot see them.
Okay, well, then in that case, Aggressive Thundercloud it is on the rat that I can see, which is the center swarm. Yes, that one.
All right, how big is this thing?
It is a 5-foot radius,
Okay,
and I can move it at will.
okay.
So,
And to give you some flavor, Kalila, you take over that rain cloud over your head and you turn it into that thunderous storm and send it off to where you want it.
why, thank you.
Dude, that's pretty awesome.
Gets
I
irritated
like
at our own
it.
cloud. It is a DC 14 reflex check, negates the damage.
All right, so first rat swarm is able to negate the damage.
All right, I can only move the thing on clouds, or I mean on rounds.
Yep.
Then with Hugin will do a poisonous bite to said rat swarm.
So he's dropping down on the rats that are below him.
Oh, that's right, he's on the ceiling. No, he's going to entangle and attack them. Hold him in place.
Okay. Do I have a resistance to that?
Let me double check. No, if it succeeds, they're just entangled for 1 round.
All right, okay, roll your hit.
29.
All right. And how does he do his entangling attack? Is he just throwing out, like, what does he do?
I think that comes down to flavor, so I think it's just more of a wide cast spit net since he's directly above them, so he can just kind of like wide burst it in that 5-foot section. But if it's like a tall humanoid, he typically like coils around them like a snake with the webbing is what I imagine.
So he is basically, like, spitting the webbing onto this rat, entangling him.
I would say it's more of a ranged attack, like a wide net, like if you were throwing a net to catch somebody.
All right, that's fair. I just wanted to know, because I wanted the flavor text.
Yeah, I would say that it, if you really want the spidery thing, he aims his butt at the swarm of rats and a blob of sticky web comes forth from it, spreading out as it travels the 12 feet down from the ceiling and lands atop the rats, covering them in a sticky spider web goo.
All right. They are entangled.
They can't move.
Faye, your turn.
That was a free action. I was gonna at least move.
Oh,
you again.
that is a free action? I thought that was an attack. That is my apologies.
It reads complexly. He moves.
Okay. And Faye, your round. What would you like to do?
Pop up copycat.
Oh, that's a new one.
It functions like mirror image.
Okay.
I can have a single mirror image. It lasts for 2 rounds or until the illusory duplicate is dispelled or destroyed.
And then is that that is your action? Or is that a free movement or?
That's a free.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pop him up over here behind the Rat King, above to the north, essentially. And then that's right. At least twice.
Okay.
Okay, so I have an 18 and a 25. They were not great rolls.
All right. You have 1 hit.
Okay, so I'm also using the poison attack thing that you gave me in the dream.
All right. I can tell you now, it will not work. He is immune to poison.
Okay. Do I know that?
You will know that when you hit.
Okay. I learned that when I made the attack.
Yep.
14 damage.
It is the Rat King's turn. The Rat King is staring at Faye, his laser eyes looking right at her, and he is going to try to bite.
Okay.
28.
A caveat with the copycat.
Yeah, I think it's like what, roll percentiles?
Possibility that the attack targets one of my images instead. If the attack is a hit, roll randomly see whether the selected target is real or a figment. If it's a figment, the figment is destroyed. If it misses by 5 or less, one of your figments is destroyed by the near miss. Area spells do not destroy any of your...
We're just going to make it easier, and I'm just going to roll percentiles. And 51 and up is you, 51 or 50 and below is your copycat. How's that sound?
That works.
Okay.
Because, wait, what did he hit? Roll to hit?
28.
As it meets it, beats it.
I rolled a 16, so your copy is destroyed.
With the attack, yep, figment destroyed. That's okay, because
Alright.
I did damage.
It did its purpose.
Exactly.
All right, Rat Swarm 1. Does a 20 hit you?
No.
Okay.
So I step and disappear.
Okay. Where are you appearing at? Or you don't appear until next round, right?
Right, until the end of my next turn.
All right, so you're gone. So the Rat Swarm is now moving towards the fog cloud that is slowly dispersing. All right, the Rat King looks confused. Every other rat has moved closer to Kalila and Defibulus. Top of the round, Defibulus, what would you like to do?
One moment, I'm coming up with a plan.
Those are ominous words.
I think I'm gonna enjoy it. Normally, this is hilarious.
Stupid question.
Oh boy. What's up?
Am I able to arm the C4 block and throw one?
No. Well, it's 2 wires.
Don't waste the C4.
I mean, technically, but you would risk blowing out the ground.
Or yourself.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking of, like, throwing one, like, right here, if it worked.
I don't think it... Because they're mostly designed for breaching. I don't think that that's going to work.
You have to stick pins in it and then do a
Yeah.
thing.
I could use my box of angry turtles.
There you go. I don't know what that does.
Oh no.
I'll pull it up. 8 turtles that are mechanical turtles. When released, will move towards an attacker and attack a selected target.
So you're releasing your box of turtles?
I was looking into it. If I set them out, can I have them? I wonder, do the way it reads, do they only attack one rat, or will they attack everything in their path type rats?
Yeah, you basically would tell them what to attack. And after that one's destroyed, you tell what to attack next. So you could technically just go destroy the rats, and I'm going to accept that, because they're all the same looking.
They also move 5 feet. They move 1 hex around.
They be slow, but they're
They're turtles.
Well, yeah, but the great thing is they can act as a kind of quasi-blocker, because the rats won't be able to move out of their squares without provoking an opportunity.
Yeah, because they might swarm the turtles, and then we can just shoot them.
Well, I mean, can you open the box and toss it?
That's what I was thinking, is tossing the box.
No, because I need the box.
Well, you can retrieve the box when we're done.
Unless the rats eat the box.
And in which case the item is destroyed.
Defibulus will get a very determined look and glare at the rats, and he's gonna just suddenly whip out a weird little ornate box and open it and set it on its side. And he's like, "All right, little guys, see those rats? Eat them. And if we survive this, I will get you guys a brand new paint job."
So a bunch of 8 little turtles come slowly clanking out of the box.
Angrily chomping as they go. Defibulus in a very, hero type pose. "Go forth, my little turtles, and bite the rats." I don't know if that counts as like a normal action or how that works personally.
I'm just going to say that's a simple action. Because you're technically just setting something on the ground.
All right, I'm going to shoot Mr. Rat at 35 squares away.
Standard shot?
Yep, standard shot for him.
Okay.
Unless someone wants me to use another wild shot.
I mean, it's kind of close.
That's what I was thinking. 25.
That is a hit.
It should be. That's the one that's tangled, so it can't move.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that one was tangled.
Yeah, that one's tangled.
How long does that last?
1 round, so at the end of this round, that rat can move again.
Yep, he's getting shot in the face then. 18 damage.
Alright, that one is dead. Alright, so dire rat movement. This one is dead. 2 sets of dire rats move closer to Kalila and Defibulus. And it makes it Kalila's round.
Aha! Well, now that they are certainly close enough, burst of nettles.
Alright.
In the empty space between the 3 rats, because it's a 10-foot radius, I can hit all 3.
Yes, you can. Do I have to roll for anything? Can I just say no?
If I can't just say yes,
Okay.
there is a reflex save, DC 15, for half damage.
Alright, so 1 success, 2 success, and a nat 1.
Nice.
So what is the damage?
12 points of damage.
Alright.
And then also a D6 of acid damage.
Alright, then those guys are all dead. Even the half
Okay.
damage ones.
Yeah, the acid was 5 points. Just in case
Yeah.
that math made a point of difference.
So as the nettles burst out, you just see these rats just fall over dead and just short out in little mini explosions.
Well, that was... Where did you learn to do that one?
You know, it came to me in a dream.
You guys have really weird dreams.
Yeah, we do. And according to you, so do you, as she moves her storm cloud on top of the Rat King.
Alright. Faye, your turn. Hugin's turn. God damn it, I will get this right. Hugin, your turn.
I'm gonna try another just webby, spitty, splatty attack on the Rat King.
Alright, go for it.
Nat 20 for Hugin.
Alright, that is a hit.
He is entangled for 1 round.
Okay. So for the Angry Cloud, what's the damage?
13?
Okay.
And there is... I would not be a good player if I didn't tell you. And that's electrical damage specifically, just in case that needs to be stated.
Oh, it does.
Okay, just making sure. And then there is a DC 14 reflex check to avoid the Angry Cloud.
I don't need it. As lightning strikes the Rat King, more of the fur burns away, showing more metal and wiring bodies. Faye, where are you appearing at?
Directly behind him.
Okay.
I didn't expect that.
What do you mean you didn't expect that?
I expected you to blip back towards us, but
So what's the plan, Faye?
I'm gonna hit him a couple times.
You're gonna stab him a couple of times?
Yep.
All right, let's roll for a hit then.
Okay, I've got a 26 and a 19.
One hit.
11 damage.
All right, it's the Rat King's turn. The Rat King slowly turns, looking over his shoulder, and sees you, Faye. And he is going to swipe at you with his tail. 23 to hit.
Miss.
All right, so you, I guess, disappear again?
Deafen disappear.
As this thing just comes just inches away, you also notice that his tail has spots of serrated edges in it as you poof into the darkness once again. Let's see. The other rat is just going to sit there because he's lost his target. Defibulous, your round.
So let's see. There's, if I'm seeing correctly, there's 2 rats swarms that are still visible.
3. There's one just under Hugin, one just under the Rat King, and one that's kind of close to Defibulous, close to the south pillar,
Yeah.
top right corner.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure I can't see the one behind the rat king.
So there's 2.
Thank you. And my little turtle minions have advanced again.
Okay.
I love the turtles. They're trying so hard.
Trying so hard.
They are doing their best.
Are we gonna save the one rat swarm just so the turtles can have a chance? Let them get a hit, or at least an attempted hit.
I'm gonna shoot this one.
Okay.
Guy 55.
Roll.
No, I'm not.
What'd you roll?
A2.
Damn. Wait, what is your crit fail on your weapon?
A misfire of 1.
Ah. That's right. Your musket was the one that had the misfire of 1 and 2.
I think it was a misfire 2 to 4 or 1 to 4 or something like that.
It was ridiculous, yeah.
All right. Rat swarms. There, and they're going to have enough movement to attack. 18?
To one of the little turtles?
Yes.
That kills one of the little turtles, yes.
No, that was the hit.
Oh, the hit? Yeah.
All right. And then my damage is 5 points of damage.
Barely killed that little turtle. He will be avenged.
Just the little mechanical spirit turtle float back to Defibulous's box.
So what does it look like when they do get destroyed to reappear in the box?
They reappear in the box as a broken mechanical turtle with parts.
Okay, so they just teleport.
Yeah.
Okay. The dire rats have moved in position, and Kalila, your round.
I want to give the little turtles a fighting chance. So Kalila's gonna smirk seeing those adorable little turtles and out of cat curiosity wants to see how they do and take fire at the one that Defibulous missed on. So, because she can't see the other swarms either.
Okay.
And it's just going to be a standard thistle arrow.
Okay.
Because I have an endless quiver supply of them.
Mm-hmm.
27.
That is a hit.
12 points of damage.
All right.
And if it's important, there is a point of bleed for 6 rounds.
They are dead.
Okay,
They bled out of existence.
Top of round. Defibulous. What would you like to do?
Hugin! Hugin!
Hugin, your round.
He is going to skitter across the ceiling above the Rat King and tie down the little rat swarm with another distant tangling glop of web.
All right. Roll to hit.
25.
That is a hit, so they are tied up.
Stuck to the ground, yep.
All right. Faye, your round. Where are you reappearing at?
Ooh, reappear just below Hugin, over here on the lower left corner of that upper right pillar that we've been fighting next to.
Yeah, he's on the ceiling, so you could technically be below Hugin.
Okay, so that works. So I'm going to appear there, and I'm going to set him on fire with Spark.
I don't think Spark sets metal on fire. He has almost no flesh left, according to description.
Okay, so there's no fur left whatsoever?
There is some fur left, but it is clear that it is not attached to him. Does that make sense? The fur is not actually part of him.
It's just kind of a coat.
Yes.
Oh, I could do something interesting, and I can channel divinity.
What does that do?
Unleash a wave of negative energy. Choose to deal either 1d6 points of negative energy to living creatures or to heal undead creatures, which I'm not going to do. Creatures that take damage from channeled energy receive a DC 13 will save to have the damage.
Alright, go for it.
So, it's just a thing. It's not even a roll to hit.
Oh, okay. So what does unleashing negative energy look like for Faye?
Actually, in this case, I think I'm going to pull up her mask and trace that spiral over my mouth again and whisper a prayer to my god. And just a pulse of negative energy flows forth.
From her hand, from her mouth, from her chest?
It's kind of an aura forward.
Okay.
Like a blast outward, like a sonic?
It's 1d6 of energy. Hang on. Does it say? 1d6 points of negative energy.
And what is it for half?
Make a DC 13 will save.
Yeah, I failed that.
Okay, so he takes the full 1d6.
Mm-hmm.
And then so do the rats in front of me.
Alright, so what do they take? Oh, I didn't even realize there were rats in front of you.
Yep. They take 1d6.
Hey, they failed too.
Score! Full 6 points of damage.
They are still standing.
Okay, it's not much. I'm a low-level cleric, but it's something.
Yeah, no, it's something.
I've been listening to way too much 80s, and all I'm hearing is, I'm still standing.
Alright, so, Faye, do you have a normal attack next?
Yeah, I can take a couple of swats at the rats in front of me.
Alright, go for it.
23 and 25.
Both hits.
8 damage, and I'm using the bone knife for fun.
Okay.
2, 3, 5, plus the 1 point of necrotic.
Alright, so they are gone. They just kind of melt away as that bone knife stabs into them. And you feel a pulse of energy come from the knife, and it now does 2 necrotic damage.
Oh no. You gave me a cursed object. Alright, cool.
Or your god blessed it and didn't tell you.
Oh no, this does not feel...
Ah,
This
crap.
does not feel like her god. This is a no bueno kind of thing.
Uh-oh.
Okay, we're gonna have words later. She's looking at the knife like, we're gonna have words later.
Next up, the Rat King. The Rat King looks at Faye, and his teeth glint as he moves closer to her. The lightning that Faye was producing is sparking across his body, and he is going to take 2 claw swipes at you.
Okay.
First strike, 26.
Miss. Step and disappear.
Alright, then that's the end of my round.
Oh, wow. No limit on your shadow step.
It did not say I had one.
Sweet.
After the Rat King after Faye disappears, the Rat King looks annoyed. And acceptantly so. As we turn, and it is now Defibulus' turn.
So there's still oh, wait. My little army is going to attack finally.
Alright, go for it.
Go, guys!
You can do it.
Go, go, go!
Okay, so 7 damage.
Alright. The rat is still, though, there are a couple rats that drop down dead as they are attacked. It is your round. What would you like to do?
Defibulous is like time to avenge my fallen little turtle friend.
All right. So you're going to shoot?
Yep.
All right.
36.
That's a hit.
23 damage.
All right. They are dead. All that's left is the Rat King. So, are you going to move so you can start getting closer to him, or are you just going to hide in the corner like a coward?
I didn't know if I had to move with the. I didn't know if that counted as a move with the turtles moving.
No. Once they're released, they move on their own accord.
It's like Hugin. Hugin does his thing, your turtles do their thing, you just control them on your round.
Okay, I have moved up.
Okay. That makes it Kalila's turn.
The rat swarm's dead, right?
The rat swarm is dead.
Okay, so we're just down to the king.
Yes, we are just down to the king.
Good job, little turtles.
What's the plan, Kalila?
Oh, sorry, I was digging for my movement, but I was going to use my full 40 meters.
All right, so that would eat up. Yeah, that would eat up your whole movement.
Yeah.
All right.
I have done a good sprint because I can probably hear everything, but the Rat King is dead.
Yep.
And I can see through Hugin's eyes, so you know.
You also know that Hugin is how Hugin moves when he is still in combat.
Yep.
Hugin's around.
Faye is no longer directly beneath Hugin, correct?
Correct.
Hugin's going to move back a little bit, but try and entangle the Rat King again, because he has learned not to bite metal things, and he can see that this is metal, so he's just going to keep entangling this guy.
That's fine.
Does a 18.
Miss.
All right. Glop slaps right against the pillar of the wall against the Rat King.
Faye, where do you appear?
Step.
It is the Rat King's turn.
Yep, I taunt him.
He is going to run up to you, and he is going to bite at you. 21.
Miss.
You shadow step again.
Vanish. This time I make a rude noise when I leave.
What noise do you make?
I blow a raspberry.
So mature. Defibulous, you're around.
I have to get that army advancing, you know.
You shooting at it, Defibulous?
Yep.
How many shots are in your magazine?
I don't think we ever actually discussed that.
We'll have to discuss that. That's something we will discuss later.
Okay, yeah, I'll look into. You can give me a model type of what this thing is.
It would be a 5-shot, is what I would assume.
Okay, so.
But we can go. It'll either be a 5 or a 6-shot. We'll discuss it later.
Okay.
Not going to penalize you now.
Nope.
31.
That is a hit.
15 damage.
I need a perception check.
33.
Defibulous. When you see that bullet make a hit on that metal frame, you notice that it doesn't look like the bullet actually pierced through. It looks like it hit and ricocheted away, leaving a pretty decent-sized dent. But it doesn't look like it never pierced.
Oh, God.
The Rat King's eyes slowly turn from where Faye was, and you can see them hone in and lock onto you. He chitters angrily as he snarls. You have become his new target.
Guys, my bullet didn't look like it hit it, but it did.
It didn't go through.
No, I'm calling hacks on it.
Alright, let's see what happens when I use this. Am I assuming it's my turn now?
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna use one of those explosive-y red arrows that I was found.
All right.
And I'm telling Hugin to get back.
All right, so Hugin's moving first. Got it.
Yep. Alright, so the initial arrow hit is 14.
Okay.
I'm sorry. 15.
All right.
And because I didn't have 66 on me, I rolled it twice. The first round was 9 points of damage. The second round of 3d6 was 13. So a total of 20 damage. 20, yeah, you're right, 22.
So as the arrow pierces a weak point in the rat, he seems to look down at it and then look at you like, that didn't hurt, followed by an explosion that rattles him just enough, and you see he starts to spark in different areas.
Defibulus, I got a bad idea. Faye, get over to us if you can hear me.
That makes it Faye's turn.
I will reappear right here near Kalila, but without impeding line of sight for anybody. There, that should keep line of sight clear for everybody.
Let's use one of those bricks on this guy.
Oh, wait a minute. You said not to use the bricks earlier.
Not all of them, not on a tiny 5 measly rats, but that guy, the only thing that even kind of hurt him was in that explosive arrow, and I only got one left. And I don't know if that one, looking back at the Rat King to analyze him, will take him down. You can tell me if I'm wrong.
Based on what you saw, it would do a lot of damage, but
It's not going to take him down.
Yeah.
But I bet one of those bricks would.
I could try loading a wild shot up and hitting him in that spot where you put your exploding arrow.
We could try some more wild shots.
Let's try that before hurling a brick at him, because I don't know if I can throw a brick that far.
All right. Sorry for making you appear over here, but just in case, because of the wild shot, I don't know where you are when you disappear.
Yeah,
I don't think she knows where she is when she disappears.
I'm not sure either.
So.
What do you mean throw 50 feet?
You get a brick over to the...
Oh, I was going to have you prepare it, and then either myself or Faye gets it on him with her disappearing act. Between both of us, we could get a brick on him.
Diffie was like, all right, well, let's try the wild shot first, then we'll try a brick.
Sounds good. More wild shot.
Faye, your round. What would you like to do?
Well, I've appeared over here, so I can't really do very much to him unless throw a knife at him.
30 feet.
You could throw a ball bearing that far.
Yeah, I can throw a ball bearing. Sure. More wild shot it is, then why not? I've rolled a 5. On my d6.
All right, give me a D100.
Roll me something good, come on. My percentile dice are 50 and 10.
50. Faye, you have this strange buildup of energy as a sonic pulse fires out from you. Everyone around you within a 10-meter radius is now deafened.
Oh, man.
Oh, Kalila.
Wait. 10 meters is how many feet?
It would be 2 squares.
He said 10 feet, not 10 meters.
I said 10 meters, I meant 10 feet.
Oh, okay.
I misspoke.
Oh man, that did hit you, didn't it?
Yep.
And you are deafened for 1 round.
Alright.
Rat King.
Well, while that's happening and Kalila got... Did I know I got deafened, or did the room just suddenly get quiet?
It's more of that high-pitch squeal.
Ringing in your ears after a flashbang.
Ow.
Sorry.
Kalila. The Rat King charges up to you,
Alright.
and he is going to take a swipe at you with his tail. 28.
Yeah, that hits a Kalila.
9 points of damage, and you are knocked back 5 feet.
You're gonna hate me.
What?
Black Cat, roll again with a -4 penalty.
For my hit?
Yep.
So, I rolled a 20 then. Does that hit?
Nope.
All right, so in the moment he swipes, you feel that initial impact, and then all of a sudden time almost rewinds, and you just deftly step backwards as the tail just swishes in front of you.
And I give out a classic Black Cat hiss of hate. Never cross a Black Cat's path.
Defibulus, your round.
Slowly, very, very slowly, the turtles march up the field.
Go, little guys, go!
The only problem now is I can't do the wild shot.
Because I'm right there.
I mean, I could. But I also could. I mean, the C4 thing would also
Do
not
it.
work.
Do it. Do it. Just not the C4. Take the wild shot.
I thought you were saying do it to the C4.
She's out of line of sight. Look. You're not gonna hit her with anything.
You have a gut instinct telling you she has fast cat-like reflexes.
I am going to target that weak point where she hit with that exploding arrow,
Okay.
and I'm going to shoot him in that.
All right, roll to hit.
I give you nat 20.
All right, so double damage. So roll me my damage first.
It's the last round for the grab bow effect.
Yes, this is the last round of Graph Bow.
If I did the math correctly, 63 damage.
Okay. I still need you to roll your wild shot.
Oh yeah, you want that too, don't you?
Yes, please.
Rolled a chart 4 and a 13%.
Defibulous,
Yes.
I'm sorry. You lose
Oh.
all your hair. It will regrow in 24 hours. You are now bald and beardless for 24 hours.
Oh no, not the beard.
With the gnome ears.
I can't handle a baby face gnome.
All I see is like the amount of force it blew out the gun, the barrel. It's just the hair just going.
Upon shot.
I also need you to describe your kill.
Woo!
Oh, you got the killing shot.
Yeah.
As I stated, he'll take aim at the weak point and, in an expert manner, just open one good solid shot with the wild shot right into the cavity. He's a little baffled why his head is so much cooler, and along with his chin. But he'll watch the internals blow out the other side of the rat as he arcs and sparks all over the place.
As the rat slumps to the ground, the room starts to return to normal color-wise. The red lights slowly turn off and you see white lights kick back on. And then you see sparks
Uh-oh.
as the Rat King slowly stands up.
Well. It seems as if Loki has blessed me.
Excuse you?
The Rat King's arms unfold, and Defibulous, you see two revolving barrels of standard. He stands tall, about the size of an orc, and he is glistening in silver. His eyes flash red, and you see small little dots appear in his arms. And he gives a roar as he gets ready to start the battle once again. And this is where we end this week's episode of What the Dice?
Oh man, he had a second health bar.
Son of a bitch.
Hey, no, wait a minute. I have an objection. I did not hear any music change in any music here.
Well, me friends. It seems as if the adventurers are dealing with a rat king that isn't quite as mortal as one would hope. Something or someone named Loki seems to have given this creature extra powers. Well, that unfortunately is all the time we have for today. For the moon is high, and it is time for us to say farewell. Until next time, me friends, may the dice gods bless your every roll. We here at What the Dice would like to thank Paizo for creating Pathfinder, Epidemic Sound for our music, as well as Sirenscape for our sound effects. If you would like to reach out to us, you can do so on Facebook at What the Dice Pod, Twitter at What the Dice Pod, and of course email whatthedicepod@gmail.com. And if you liked our little adventure, please share us with your friends and rate and review us.